Really? You're lucky I can edit all this out. Well, I'm tempted not to. Alright folks, this is the third time I've done this, so I hope I get everything in this. When we met yesterday, we talked a little bit about Ed's Exalted Toolkit. Great tool. I'm loving it, and it's going to be really useful for the game going forward, I think. One of the things you guys can use it for is also keeping track of your characters in the same way that I was going to. And this might actually be a little easier for everyone, because then at the beginning of a game session I could ask everybody to upload their character to the Google Drive, and then I could import them into my copy of the Ed's Exalted Toolkit, and that way there's, I don't know, I guess more accuracy between all of us. Anyway, if you want to use this to create your character, I've created a bonus point template so that, you know, all the new rules that I changed for this version, where we combined some 3rd edition stuff with some of the 2nd edition stuff, can be applied to the character templates that you would make inside Ed's Exalted Toolkit. So what you'll need once you've installed the toolkit, which is out on Google Drive, so if you go to the Google Drive, it's under RPG Exalted 2nd Edition Storyteller Toolkit, and here you'll find Ed Exalted 7. Run that to install it. Once you've installed it, you should have a link on your desktop for the quick bar, or if you chose not to add the quick bar to your desktop, you'll find this under your start menu. Over here you got Ed's Toolkit for Exalted. There's the main Exalt type kits, and then under Storyteller Toolkits you're going to find Ed's Point Template Toolkit. So if you start that up from there, or if you start it up from over here on the toolbar, the quick bar, you'll come to this interface. What you'll need to do in this interface is simply just go to Tools and Import. From here you'll need to know where your Google Drive is synchronizing on your computer. So usually that's going to be under Users, your username, Google Drive, RPG, Exalted 2nd Edition, Storyteller Toolkit. And these EPT files are what you're going to import. You should just need to import the akensetuk.ept. There's 2 out there because for some reason they keep dropping the Lunar template, but so far this akensetuk.ept has kept it. It does seem to have been dropped from the Akensetuk 2, so don't use that one, just use the first one. On this screen you'll click the templates you want to add. I guess if you're not playing one of these types of characters, you don't have to add them, your choice. Then you can choose to overwrite existing copies of these if they're already in your database. If you choose to uncheck that, it's not going to skip them, it's actually going to add a second one, so you could end up with duplicates if you keep importing these. So I'm going to choose to overwrite since I already got them in there. We do the import, give it a second as it writes the data into the database. Alright, we're done. So now that you have the template in your database for the Ed's Exalted Toolkit, you can go over to, you know, whichever Exalt type you're making. So let's use Solars for an example. You know, so when you start a new character, you'll have this bonus point template section down here at the bottom of that first screen, and you can just switch that up here to the Akensetuk one that you imported. Hit that. It'll modify the template that's being used to track points on this sheet. You can tell here, bonus points 31 out of 31. And the neat thing about this is that it does just an excellent job of keeping track of all your points. As you go through character creation, you can see it tracks those. As you go through your advantages and stuff, it'll start to subtract bonus points as you spend them. It is going to keep a running tally of like what your total experience, like equivalent in bonus point expenditures are. Don't worry about that as you go through this for now. For me, and I think some other people, the big selling point here is going to be on charms. When you add those charms to your character in this section, it'll, you know, keep a list over here, but when you click on them, It gives you a description, like almost verbatim, if not completely verbatim, from the books, including any errata from the scroll of errata. So very useful, even references pages. I think this is going to be a great tool for us to use. I hope you feel the same way. I guess we'll see. Alright, thanks for listening. I really hope I got everything this time.